Howdy ho, YouTube. So let me scoot back. Ooh, let me adjust you a little bit. There we go. Jon-Luke VGC here. How are y'all doing today? I thought it would be fun to utilize another Japanese team from the Japanese Nationals. My videos, when I use those kinds of teams, seem to do pretty well. In fact, y'all got me one video to over 600 views, which I thought was super cool. So thank you for watching and supporting and everything like that. You know, I've only been doing this a little over a month, and to get that high of a view count on one of my videos, I think it was actually, it wasn't the Japanese team. Kyogre was my first video to get over 100 views. The Tinglu Zamazenta Cresselia video is over 700 now. So thank you all so much. But today I wanted to kind of go back into that. The reasoning is, I feel like the Japanese teams don't get shown a lot in the Western Hemisphere, which is really kind of upsetting because these teams are made for best of one closed team sheet. If you don't know, in Japan, they do all of their tournament on ladder. So it's best of one closed team sheet. So you get some really interesting strategies. And it creates a really fun team, which is perfect for these videos because I do best of one closed team sheet on ladder. So I wanted to do another Japanese team. And today I picked Kiwamu Endo's runner-up team for the Japanese Nationals Championships on June 1st. So let's quickly look over the team and then we'll hop right into it. You'll notice 6 pretty common Pokemon, maybe not Iron Valiant, but it's a little more common now that we're in the restricted meta, but some really interesting sets. We start with Raging Bolt with a Life Orb, nothing special. Terra Electric, nothing special. Max Special Attack, Max Speed. Insane. Nobody would ever think, nobody does that. Everybody just, its special attack is so high that nobody really puts that much investment into it, which is really cool. So it's Thunderbolt, Draco Meteor, Thunderclap, and Protect. Really nice set. I like this set a lot. Modest Nature is super cool. Love it. Then we have actually a pretty common set, Urshifu Rapid Strike with a Focus Sash, Max Attack, Max Speed, Close Combat, Surging Strikes, Aqua Jet, Detect. Terra Grass, not super duper common. Normally on this, because you have the Focus Sash, you would see Terra Water, but I think Terra Grass is pretty excellent if you're facing off against, Rillaboom, one of the most common Pokemon in the meta, and you want to be able to survive, a fake out following turn Grassy Glide. It can come in handy, and I think I actually feature it in a match today. We have Cornerstone Ogerpon, nothing special here. Max Speed, Max Attack, Jolly, Ivy, Cudgel, Power Whip, Follow Me, Spike Shield. We'll skip the restricted for a second. We have Iron Valiant with Booster Energy, Terra Steel with Moonblast, Icy Wind, Disable, and Protect. Really interesting set, kind of a quasi-Whimsicott Screamtail set with some additional speed control in Icy Wind and some quick fairy damage in Moonblast. Very bulky, max HP, decent little amount of defense, little special defense, pretty fast. I like this Iron Valiant set, it's pretty cool. I think it's really inventive. Bulky Pelipper with Covert Cloak. Great item, I think, for any of these important Settermons. Terra Steel with Weather Ball, Hurricane, Tailwind, and Wide Guard. Absolutely necessary. You will see that in a match today, how good Wide Guard is. Almost max HP, a little bit of special attack, nice chunk of special defense, and a decent amount of speed. But the real interesting set on this team is Caly Ice with an Assault Vest, Terra Fire to protect itself from burns, and 132 HP. Okay. 116 attack, 4 defense, 12 special defense, 244 speed. It is fast. I think it hits 101. So that's actually going to outspeed most Incineroars, although we have been seeing max speed Jolly Incineroar a little bit more lately, which is why. Why? Why do we have that? I do not know. Comment down below. Tell me why. Why? But anyways, Adamant with Glacial Lance, high horsepower, really comments at Seed Bomb, great coverage, and Crunch. So yeah, I mean, that's going to answer your Caly Shadows. That's going to answer your opposing Caly Ices. Really fantastic if you can manage to save Fire Terra for it. That Assault Vest is going to allow it to comfortably live one, basically non-boosted Astral Barrage, and then you can just go to town with a Crunch, KO, keep on going. Really cool set, really fun. People do not expect it to go that fast. A lot of people expect you to set up Trick Room, and there's obviously no Trick Room on this team. But yeah, super interesting team. Was super excited to try it out. I hope you like the battles today. I normally try to keep these under 4 minutes, but we're at 4 minutes and 32 seconds, so I won't ramble on anything fair. So just watch the matches, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. I am astounded by the level of success I've had so far. We're even almost to 75 subscribers. I cannot wait to get to 100. You all are awesome. Thank you so much. Let's hop into these battles. Okay. We have Kyogre, Comfey, Grimmsnarl. Rillaboom, Fluttermane, and Scizor. Love that mon. Okay, cool team. So let's see. What do we have? All right, so I mean, Comfey, Kyogre, obvious. Screens, obvious. Denying screens is cool. And I have Wide Guard. Back Wide Guard. So they also do not have a way of stopping priority. So I think I know the 4 mons. It's what order do I want to bring them in? Urshifu can be good. I'm thinking Urshifu Calyrex to start. If they lead Rillaboom, I can swap it out. Definitely you. And definitely you. These are my thoughts. Scizor makes the others scary. Fluttermane makes Iron Valiant scary. I imagine they'll lead... I could see like a Grimmsnarl Kyogre. I could see... this. Okay, this is another option that I was kind of expecting. That's fine. Do I want to burn Terra here? That's kind of my question. I think hard answer, the answer is yes. Terra Grass, Surging Strikes, and Glacial Lance. So here's the thing, it's like, okay, what am I going to want to Terra later? I like the quad resist on Raging Bolt. Don't really want to Terra that. I like my typing on Pelipper. I resist Kyogre. Don't really want to Terra that. And they might go for the fake out on the... Okay, there's the Reflect. And so I just deal burst damage right now. Maybe them expecting me to go for the swap. Or they're going to go for a grass type attack on Urshifu. So they take a little bit of damage, which is nice. Oh, I'm faster. Oh, that's right. I have all this speed. So now they don't get a second screen up. Which is good. And I get an attack boost. Well, there goes my Assault Vest, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. And now I have to give up the attack boost. There's no way I can stay in against this Kyogre. Alright, so pretty safely here, No. And I still have Sash intact. I Detect. Kind of a useless Terra, but that's okay. And I swap into you. I don't want to give... My fear is, okay, what do? They can protect, they can U-turn. Don't really love that. If they can't U-turn, then I get to stay. They get to stay in. They can go straight for the Water Spout, which I quad resist. Thunder, even better. Maybe they were predicting the... Cool. Nice. I mean, every day of the week I Thunderclap here. Right? So they Terra Grass, who cares? I think I Surging Strikes here. And I Thunderclap here. I'm faster than Rilla. And who comes out? Comfy's not gonna love this. Calm Mind? Yeah. I mean, how much does this do to the Comfy, though? Is it Rocky Helmet? That could also be a thing. Okay, it's gonna KO. And it's not Rocky Helmet. Is it Citrus? No. Do I... Oof. Do I double protect? My thing. I get rid of Rilla, I think. No. Oof. So they can fake out somebody, but I have grassy terrain. So I think I actually want to do this. I'm going to get aggressive this turn. There. If they don't go for the fake out on Ursh, I probably get rid of it. Terra Water. Terra Electric. Interesting. So Calm Mind, Thunder, Terra Electric. That's fine. But I do resist with both Mons. So there's an Ice Beam. Does that KO? It does. Oh my golly gee. But I should KO Rillaboom here, right? Oh. That did a lot of damage. Does that KO? Alright, GG's. I thought I hit Rillaboom. But I guess I doubled into the yeah, I doubled into the Kyogre because I was like, okay, I can just deal damage to the Kyogre. So that Terra pretty actively worked against them, and they don't get the U-turn out. Okay. And I go here. I mean, GG's. I think that's game over. I mean, it is. Hopefully they let me play this out. I would like to see how much this Surging Strikes does. So when you're in an instance like this where I'm going to win, they can't Grassy Glide KO either of my Pokemon. What matters now is trying to glean some information. I doubt they're actually going to let me get these attacks off. Yeah, so they don't let me do it. But it's like, okay, I can win a multitude of ways. I can win basically in whatever way I want to win. How do I... What information can I get from this? So if you're in tournament play, best of 3, like you're at a regional, you're at a local or whatever, it's in your best interest to cancel the battle. You don't want to give them any more information. Let's say, like in this instance, I don't want to let them know, if I'm the other player, I don't want to let them know how much that Surging Strikes does to my Rilla. That's information that they can use in the next game. I don't want them to have that. Same thing with like, okay, it's clear I've lost, or it's clear or on the opposite side, let's say it's clear you've lost, but you have an opportunity to KO a Pokemon on your opponent's side and see what the last Pokemon they brought is. You should continue the battle. That way you can get that additional information and use that in the next set or in the next match. So it's good practice, particularly even on ladder where it doesn't really matter. If you can stop your opponent from garnering any additional information about your team or what you're using, you should just cancel the battle. That way you're saving as many surprises as possible in this instance. So good game to my opponent. Terra ended up not working out in their favor. It makes sense. I mean, they expected me to Thunderclap, but they went for the Ice Beam, which, you know, +1 is cool. But then all of a sudden that Terra meant that my Urshifu, I expected them to go for the Water Spout and a Fake Out on something. Not doing that really kind of cost them the game, but their play makes sense. They can get that. And if I had KO'd the Rillaboom, all right, well, following turn, I'm glad I made the play I did, because if I had KO'd the Rillaboom following turn, I come out with Pelipper. I go for... And then I have to go for the Surging Strikes and Weather Ball, probably. Or I Wide Guard, which in itself is a problem. So, yeah. It's an interesting... I could have lost if I went to KO the Rillaboom. I still had a decent lead, so there's an opportunity for me to still win there, but the play I did ended up working out really well. So good games to my opponent. That's a game. Let's do another one. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to pause. Okay. We have Fluttermane, Ogerpon, Tornadus, Indeedee, Koraidon, and Venusaur. So it's on team, so Pelipper is going to be really important here. Remember, everybody, show your opponents no respect until they deserve it. I lost a match earlier because I was like, there's no way this person is going to let me just get this Moonblast off on their Dark Urshifu. They would have let me got the Moonblast off on the Dark Urshifu. So, let's not overpredict this time around. We have... So, what really threatens... I'm Terrafire on Caly, so that's cool. I'm also fast. I'm 103, so I should... but they have Tailwind, too. I think Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon is really good here. I think these two to lead is actually quite good. Because I can follow me. I have follow me pressure. I absolutely want you in the back. And you. Speed booster. I think this is what I want to do. Obviously, Urshifu not that great with the sun. I would have to really garner terrain control. I was a lot of thoughts about Raging Bolt because of the sun, but I want to get rid of the sun. I don't want the sun to be there. So that's kind of my thinking. So let's see how this plays out. If they lead Venusaur, it's to follow me. Okay, Koraidon and you. This is easy, I think. Yeah. Super easy turn. I'm just going to swap into Pelipper. I Terra Fire. I Glacial Lance. Unless they have Sunny Day on this Fluttermane, which isn't impossible, which could be an interesting best of one strat, I should fare out this turn pretty well. There's the Drizzle. Do they have Booster? Actually, it won't show until the end of the turn. So my fear is that they have Sunny Day Fluttermane. That would be a really cool strat. I doubt they do because they have Tornadus on the team. Now that leads me to believe that they probably don't. Alright, U-turn on that... That was a crit. U-turn on that Koraidon makes me think that it is banded. Who comes out? Torn? That would be cool. Nope, Indeedee. That's fine. What do they go for here? Shadow Ball? Dazzling Gleam? Dazzling Gleam. How much does this do? It does, in fact, KO. Okay, so there's another double crit. I love that for us. This is easy. There's the Koraidon. I'm probably faster than the Indeedee with all the speed on this Caly Ice. But man, I lost another game because my Iron Valiant got crit too. My luck today has not been great. It's not over though. I follow me. I Glacial Lance. If they Terra Fire, they Terra Fire. I get another KO. They do not Terra. That's huge. What do they go for? U-turn again? That's fine. I'm +1. I would anticipate that I'm faster than this Indeedee. What comes out? Ogerpon. Do I KO? I am +1. Let's find out. That's not what I'm going for. I don't have that. Cool. What do I have on this? I can't protect, or I would. Okay. I mean, they're gonna be Terra Fire, right? So I just... I mean, a +2 high horsepower should still go crazy. Battle was canceled, GG's, okay. So I mean, how do they win that? So that was a good... The crit, bad. JPEG, obviously, but with Ogerpon to follow me in the back, I still wasn't in terrible shape. I still was not in terrible shape. That did make me think that they U-turned twice. So I really think that Koraidon was choice banded, which would make a lot of sense. I played around with U-turn on non-choice band sets, but generally you want like Flame Charge or something like that on those sets, so that way you can get speed boosts. So I mean, the way they win that is I follow me, right? I go for the high horsepower, I miss. It's only 95% accurate. Then they do use like Collision Course into my Ogerpon, and they KO it. I bring out Iron Valiant. I guess then I disable. Assuming they're choice banded, I then disable whatever move they're using, and I go for the high horsepower again. They're forced to struggle. Or they go for a fire move, which definitely isn't going to KO me. So it would have been a hard sell. It would have depended, I guess, if they didn't have Terrafire, but then I would have Glacial Lance the following turn. It's an interesting dynamic. I don't think they could have won from that slot, but I don't necessarily think it was totally over, depending on maybe the Terra type and a couple of other things. But I would assume Terrafire, it was something like that. So GG's to my opponent. Let's try another one. Yeah. Okay, what do we have? Oh no, Dozo Bozo. All right, we have Caly Ice, Shadow Rider, Regieleki, Indeedee, Flamigo, Dondozo, Tatsugiri. Oof. Okay. And I don't have Fake Out. And I don't have a Dark type. Ooh. This might be bad, .jpg. I think I have to lead Caly, right? I have to. Do I lead this? Honestly? I'll have to Terra Caly turn 1 and Crunch. They might not expect that. I will absolutely need you. And you. I'll have to save you for the very end for that Flamigo. I predicted it's going to be Regieleki, Caly Ice, Shadow Rider. I mean, I have an Assault Vest. So, and 12 special defense. So I would imagine that I can take this Astral Barrage pretty well. I'll have to Terra. That's going to be an interesting match. Oh, Flamigo Dondozo. Odd, but okay. We're copied. Okay, so Flamigo has nothing that really affects me right now. I kind of want to do this. Expecting the Tatsu switch. Bada bing, bada boom! Cool. I can at least slow him down a little bit with this Icy Wind. And then next turn, bring in Raging Bolt and Protect. I assume they'll go after Caly here, right? Yeah, it's going to miss the Tatsu. That's totally fine. This will also this will give me a bit of information of what item this is. It's not Clear Amulet. There's the order up. How much does this do? Not very much. And there's the Defense Rise. Oh, it's a Defense Boomon. That's okay. They're leftovers. Cool. So now I'm not actually going to protect. I am going to poison by the Toxic Orb. I go into Raging Bolt here. And I disable. Okay, so one of two things happens. Either they order up, and I disable order up. And then I get my Raging Bolt takes no damage, or they protect. That works too. And then I disable protect the following turn. I personally would have maybe preferred the protect to be disabled, because they're about to protect this next turn. Okay, so it is on a timer, but I think I can get this done. I mean, I just Thunderbolt. I wonder if they're Terra Dragon. And I Moonblast, right? I don't really want to swap out here. I want to use my special attackers. Considering they're getting the defense boosts from... They got the defense boost from the first order up, but I don't know. It's leftovers, so they gotta have protect. I'm fine with making this aggressive play because the punish is they protect. Yeah. This is fine. I also want to de-incentivize them from Terra-ing. Because what's their Terra type? Terra Grass, maybe? That would be my guess. I mean, this turn I... Unless they're Terra Dragon. It's going to take multiple turns for this Tatsugiri to go down. So I'm safe to Thunderbolt and swap into you. There's no way they can't go for an order up. I mean, they just can. It's not plausible. They could go for a Wave Crash, but then they're dealing damage to themselves. They could go for an Earthquake. That would, I guess that would be kind of my worst fear as they go for the Earthquake. So let's see, what do they do here? Yeah, so there's a Terra. What are they? Terra Grass? Terra Ground? Terra Dragon. Ah. What if I had just Moonblasted again? That's so interesting. I can also get a Paralysis here, which would be kind of nice. I am very heavy. I am so sorry. I mean, so they protect here again, right? So I swap into... Well, no, I have Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor and Glacial Lance. Yeah, there's the protect. That's fine. I mean, I would assume that this is actually max speed, max special attack, Raging Bolt. So as long as Draco Meteor connects, it'll do a lot of damage. The problem with Heavy Slam into Caly is that it is very heavy, which I've talked about before. That's fine. And another Heavy Slam is not going to take me out. I don't think even a crit will. How much does this do? Yeah, you're donezo. So that means Flamigo can't get its boost. It'll do a nice chunk of damage, but there's no way you survive this Glacial Lance. And now I get a boost. Yeah, cool. And Tatsu will either be super low or go down to Toxic this turn. And there's an attack boost. That's cool. I'm at like half health. How much does this do? Does it go down? It does not. That's good, though. They don't get the super free switch. Calyrex Shadow Rider. Oof. What do I have in the back? Protect. This is kind of a Hail Mary here. There's the Astral Barrage. I mean, it's not boosted, I guess, but I don't see a world where I survive this. Yeah. All right, so I think I go for the Thunderclap here. And the Ivy Cudgel, right? Yeah. I am max speed, but I would assume Flamigo is too. It is super effective, ×2 stab. Cool, so that does KO. Oh, crit. Did that crit matter? I don't know. I'll run the calc after this. Huge crit though, but I mean, I survived this no matter what. This is max. Sun Ogre Bun. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't even knock me down all the way to... I mean, I need this to KO. Unless for some reason Iron Valiant can live, but let's see. No, it doesn't. So I need to Icy Wind, speed drop. This is a pretty bulky... Oh, that was a good play by them. I think I need to go for the double. I gotta go for the double. Nope. Whoa! Okay, this could all be for naught if this Astral Barrage KOs. It's a +2 Astral Barrage. This is very bulky. Nope. GG's. Darn. Close game, close game, close game. That was good, that was good. I mean, that's GG's. I'll let him get the win. So how do I win that? Let's see. So it's really hard to predict a Dozo Terra in a closed team sheet environment because it just has so many options. Grass, I've seen ground, dragon. With the order up strat and the defense strat, I did maybe anticipate that they were Terra Dragons, so I could have called that and got a little bit more of a lead. That would have set me out. My fear was they were going to order up on my Raging Bolt, which has no bulk. It's max special attack, max speed. If I had, I would have had to have saved Terra for Caly Ice. Maybe Terra Fire. I could have survived that Astral Barrage, but... Interesting game. Good plays by my opponent, good teams. Let's try another one. Okay. Another Kyogre team. We have Pelipper, Farigiraf, Amoonguss, Rillaboom, Kyogre, and Urshifu. That I expect to be a Dark Ursh. For sure. So who can they lead? They have their own Pelipper. Do I want to lead... They could totally set up Trick Room here, right? For sure. But I don't have Taunt on anything. I quite honestly want to lead these two with Covert Cloak. I need this. And you. Same for different order. I anticipate that they might try to go for the Trick Room here. I don't know. If they bring a Moongus, I can Hurricane into it. My hope is that they'll fake out the Pelipper and not expect my Caly Ice to be so fast. So 244 speed, I think, knocks it up. When I looked, it was like 101, which actually isn't... Might be faster than some Rillabooms, depending on how much speed they invest into it. Who do they lead? Who do they lead? Farigiraf, and yes. Cool. I mean, this is a very safe... Crunch and Wide Guard, right? Unless they go for Thunder. Which makes me kind of want to Terra Steel here. Am I going to want to Terra anything in the back? No, because this also gets me to resist Grass. Who do they Terra? Kyogre, cool. What? Terra Water, Terra Grass, Terra Water. I anticipate I'll be faster than this for Farigiraf. But this does make me think they're going for a water move, which is a little disrespectful. Oh, a spread move in front of my salad? Isn't that the meme? I don't know. I'm somewhat familiar with that meme. And I know that Berm says it sometimes in his videos. Let's see, what do? They go for the Water Spout, cool. Terra Water makes me think it might be Specs. So if I don't KO the Farigiraf this turn, I'm definitely just going to go for a Glacial Lance the following turn. Let's see how much this does. I'm not even aware. A decent chunk. But they've wasted Terra. What does Farigiraf really even do, you know? So let's just Glacial Lance. Let's Wide Guard again. Maybe they will swap out. I mean, they shouldn't let me just KO the Farigiraf, right? And if they swap out of their Kyogre here, it's definitely Specs. Coolio, who comes in? Rilla? Please let it be Rillaboom. Pelipper. That's pretty cool. While Crunch is super effective, I get Stab on Glacial Lance. Yeah, that's what I figured, so I could get the KO on Farigiraf. So now here's the deal. How scared am I of Pelipper? There it is. I swap into you. A Hurricane. I give up the attack boost, sure, but obviously I can always Thunderclap next turn if I need to, which is nice. And if they let me get this attack off, I can just Thunderclap the Urshifu. Yep, there's the Wicked Blow. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, their Life Orb. Nighty-night. Cool. I mean, I made that play because Caly is obviously the bigger threat here. And they haven't even seen Seed Bomb yet. There's the Hurricane. Do I even get KO'd? I do. Okay, cool. Who do I have in the back? Urshifu? Do I think that I KO with an Aqua Jet? No. But I do believe this Kyogre to be... But I am Sash, so... my thought is that I can get this Pelipper later. I really think this is Specs. I really think this is Specs Kyogre. So I Seed Bomb, because your physical defense is kind of garbo. And I think I just Wide Guard again, right? What could you have? Hydro Pump? Thunderbolt? We're confirmed that my Pelipper is faster. So next turn, even if you... So let's say they do double into Caly. I don't know, is Caly... Oh, sorry. There's that. I just have to play it safe. There's no need to take the risk and hope. There's the Thunder. Okay, how much does this do? About half. That's fine. There's Seed Bomb. Okay. That's not even gonna KO me. Yeah. Cool. I mean... I Seed Bomb again. I Hurricane. That's fine. Because I KO Kyogre this turn. And then I double into Pelipper. Cool. With... Is there one more turn of Rain? I don't think it matters. I am Sash, so they would have to KO me here, survive next turn, and get the Confusion with Hurricane. But I don't particularly see that happening. But they would need the Confusion. Okay. Okay, they get the Confusion. Does Rain stay? No. Okay. So what I do here is I attack and I detect to give myself an additional turn of confusion options. What do I go for? Seed Bomb? Is that 100% accurate? Yes. I mean, I Seed Bomb and I detect. The reason I do this is to give me a turn to snap out of confusion. And if they go for the Urshifu. So do I hit myself? That's kind of the question. Yes, I do. But I should survive another Hurricane. Okay, so they go for Urshifu. That's fine. Okay, this gives me the option to go for Seed Bomb again. And to go for Surging Strikes. It's not going to KO, but it's going to come close, and it's not Rocky Helmet, so that's what matters. My opponent can still technically win. It is unlikely they will win, but they can still win. Okay, there's the confusion. Do I hit myself? No, I do not. Okay, cool. And that's the game. GG's to my opponent. Cool team. My RNG luck there was not terrible, so I'm very happy with that. They would have had to get real... I mean, I would have had to probably get, like... So they would have had to attack... First of all, Calyrex that turn. They probably assuming I'm Scarf, which is a fair assessment. But the way they win that is that they... I detect, they attack Calyrex. I hit myself in confusion. They manage to hit another Hurricane. Do I think I get KO'd by that? I'm not totally certain. If I don't, it's really close. The following turn, I Surging Strikes, and I go for another attack. I hit myself in confusion again. I faint. They get the Hurricane off on Ursh. Goes down to Sash. I get confused. I would then need to hit myself in confusion the following turn. I would KO, they would win. The chances of that happening, probably not very likely, but it was a win con for them, so I totally get why they continued to play out the game. I'm just happy that didn't happen. I would be kind of upset about that. But yeah, I think that was a really cool game. And that's the matches. I hope y'all liked the video today. I found this team to be very interesting. I have noticed that on these Japanese teams, there is Tailwind on Pelipper, but at least on our side of the world, like Prankster Tailwind is insanely important. And that's just because we play with Open Team Sheet Best of 3 with all of these kind of, funny boy strats. You save the occasional thing. It's a smart idea. When you see team preview and you see 6 very normal Pokemon, you're going to have an expectation about what this team is going to do. And then when it totally blows the expectation out of the water, you immediately take a step back because it's going to do things that you didn't expect it to do, and now your plan for the team goes down. So I think it isn't important to know these Japanese teams, which is why I might make it more of a mission to feature them specifically, because I do play on ladder a lot. I primarily play closed team sheet best of 1, but also they're kind of genius. I mean, there's some really inventive, really original strategies in these that utilize some really interesting Pokemon that I wish us on the Eastern Hemisphere got to see a little bit more. And so I think, and that allows us to kind of get outside of our own mindset a little bit, learn from some other people that are playing the game in a slightly different way. And maybe we can bring some of those strategies into closed team sheet, open team sheet best of 3. So yeah, try the team out for yourself. It's really fun. Much like most of these teams with these like odd Pokemon or these different sets, you're gonna need to practice with it. Remember, we're used to playing teams in a very specific way. I am used to playing Scarf Ursh with U-Turn. I'm used to playing, well actually, this is I think my first time ever actually playing Caly Ice. Not really one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't think the Haunts is good for the meta, so I tend not to play it very much. But you're used to certain Pelipper sets. You're used, the Ogerpon Cornerstone is actually a pretty standard set. These kinds of things. So play with it first. Don't just, I don't necessarily think this is a team you could just pick up and then start laddering with. Practice with it. Learn kind of how it works, how the damage calcs work, that kind of stuff, and then go in and have some fun. So again, thank you all for watching. As Twan says, let's make sure to like and subscribe. We are hurtling towards 100 subscribers, which I would be absolutely amazed if we could get. I wanted to say before the end of the month, but that's only in like 12 hours, so probably not that. But I would love to get soon. I would love to see this channel continue growing. And please comment down below what more you would like to see. Specifically, I think it's a good idea maybe to ask y'all a question to comment down below. So feel free to comment down below and tell me what interesting kind of set you would like to see on a restricted Pokemon. I'm friends with many of the YouTubers, a lot of them much better at cooking with spice than me, so maybe we can get a team going and I can test it out on the channel. So thank you for everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, I'm done begging for that. But I hope you all have a good day, and let's go ahead and enjoy the rest of our weekends. All right? Peace!